We're going to be going over practicing problem solving for predictions. Let's see, we've got Luther won 12 out of the last 20 video games he played. Find the first probability. 12 out of the last 20. Well, if we were to write this down, we'd see that that's 12 over 20. So the probability that he's going to win the next game is 12 divided by 20. And if we went ahead and used our calculator, we realize that 12 divided by 20, that equals 0.6. So 0.6, if we move our decimal over 2 spaces, will give us 60%. So there's a 60% chance of winning. Let's go to number 15. Use the graph that shows the number of times teens volunteer. Well, let's see, how often they volunteer and for what. How many often they volunteer? Not at all, once a week, a few times a week, once a year, once a month. About 300,000 teens ages 12 to 14 live in Virginia. Predict the number of teens in this group who volunteer a few times a year. Well, a few times a year is 20%. So 20% of 300,000 would be 300,000 times, well, 20% is 0.2. We move our decimal over 2 spaces, right? 1, 2. And that's going to give us, well, let's use our calculator again. I'm predicting about 60,000. Let's see. 300,000 times 0.2. 60,000, right on the money. All right, part B says Tennessee has about 250,000 teens ages 12 to 14. Predict the number of teens in this group who volunteer once a week. Well, once a week is 0.29%, or excuse me, 29%. So if we move our decimal over 2 spaces, that's 0.29. So we're going to have 250,000 times 0.29. So let's use our calculator again. 250,000 times 0.29. That gives us 72,500. 72,500. All right, part C says about 240,000 teens ages 12 to 14 live in Missouri. Predict the number of teens in this age group who volunteer once a year. Once a year is only 3%. If we move that decimal over 2 spots, it's going to be 0.03. So we got 240,000. I'm going to multiply that to 0.03. So 240,000 times 0.03, that's only 7,200. All right, we're skipping 16 because that's even. And I'll go to the odd one here. I'll draw a line to match each situation with the appropriate equation or proportion. Well, if I'm doing number 17 and 19, you can see they're already drawn out. Even number 18 is given to you, so that's kind of a gimme. Let's go ahead and figure out why. 27 MP3 is what percent of 238 MP3s? Well, if we mark this down, 27 divided by 238 equal a number. See that? And we have to know the percent, so it would be out of 100. 238% is 27% of what number? Okay, is 238% of 27 is what number? So in this one, you see that we have to take our decimal over 2 spots turn it into a regular decimal number instead of a percent. That's going to be 2.38 times 27. 27% of MP3 owners download music weekly. Predict how many MP3 owners out of 238. Look at that, 27% out of 238. So 27% is always going to be out of 100, right? And then let's see, predict how many MP3 out of 238. So this is 27 out of 100. We want to know how many out of 238. So we put that on the bottom and we cross multiply to get P. And that's how we set up our problems for finding the appropriate proportion. Hope that helped, and see you tomorrow.